And when it comes to money issues, it breaks a lot of homes. You get. And Iyvone, from that podcast, that Nedu's podcast, she made it categorically clear that she was the one bringing most of the money.
She was the breadwinner.
Yeah, And honestly, having to be the breadwinner and the way she spoke, that she takes care of her child and pays for all of those things and all of that, you would sense a little authoritativeness in her statement. It's hypothetical statements if I make it like it's my observation, not necessarily true. You understand? But I sensed a little bit of that high-handedness when it comes to that money aspect. And if a man is trying to tell you it's not because you have money that will make you take decisions that I am against without consulting me, it breaks a lot of men's hearts. And that behavior is quick. Is the best way to get a man to go into madness, so-called, so to say. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So you guys, and powerful women, and Iyvone Jegede is a very powerful woman. She's a celebrity. She's loved.
That's just
she's
it.
Loved.
If you know that you cannot handle such women, why marrying them? Do you understand the mistake that men make? If you know that you cannot handle a woman who wants to grow, a powerful woman, a celebrity, someone you already see potential that this one day would definitely grow and become even higher than what I'm marrying right now. Yes. So you should ask yourself, when that time comes, will I be able to, curtail her? Will that still be in her life? Will I still be able to support her? Will I still be comfortable, secured?
No, I am not in that school of thought. I'm not in that line of thoughts.
Okay.
The line of thought that I actually have or I actually follow is that every man should support and grow their wife even when they have no talent and giftings.
Okay.
Help them and support them to grow by any means possible. Let them be able to earn money for the goodness and the progress of the family. It's very important. My wife's shine is my shine. If she's celebrated, I am celebrated. Because if they say, the last time you launched a book, who do they know? It's not his wife who wrote a book and launched a book. I'm a husband to a great author. You understand? That has a book on Amazon and all things like that. It gives me joy. It makes me proud. You understand? Of the woman that I married. If my wife is elegant and dressed well and appreciated in public because of her charisma and how she talks, it's a plus point for me. It is a plus point for every husband.
But it becomes challenging when that privilege begins to haunt you, like it brings a kind of insult, disrespect, dishonor to you.
You understand?
Then you start feeling
exactly. It means that the woman is no longer using her values positively
for the family, for yourself.
You understand? So it becomes a thing of concern. Every man in their right senses, every sensible and responsible man, should and would build their wife to grow, push their wife to grow, support their wife to grow. But when a man begins to be sentimental about supporting the wife to grow, then there is a problem. And that problem usually surrounds with a woman's attitude, behavior, or character when it comes to do with money. You do understand? Or wealth.
I just feel like most men who married a woman, like a woman who's already a breadwinner, who is the provider, who is provider is the word, who is a provider. I just feel like such men who married a woman who is a provider, that they feel so insecure sometimes and they assume a lot. Like you will never be comfortable around them. You will have to mind what you say, your actions. In fact, everything you need to really be careful because it could be used like you are.
No, I disagree. If a husband points out that his wife is becoming rude, then that wife should reflect and know, or even ask, why would you say this? What did I say? What did I do? How did I do it? These are questions a wife can ask and solve the problem immediately. Yeah. But a woman who is not conscious of her behavior would, yes, you are insecure. You this, you're that, because I'm making money. You make it. That woman makes it worse. At that moment, you begin to lash out and say things like that. You make the situation worse, and it means that your husband is actually right of what he's talking about.
That's on his ego. Yeah.
Yes. So now, it's not about being insecure. You understand? It's about concern for my family. The moment a wife begins to make money and that money begins to get into her head, it affects the entire family and it can lead to breakup. And check it. Statistically, every divorce you've seen that has to do with financial issues boils down to this point, where the woman makes money enough and begins to trample upon the rights or the responsibility or the respect of her husband. And no man wants to have that, except for ones who don't care. Yeah. And honestly, if you want an emotionally stable man, if you want a man who knows his responsibility, who knows his place, who knows his worth, if you want to marry that kind of a man, then you have to be ready to be accountable. And let a woman being a breadwinner, it's a good thing. A woman making money before marriage or in marriage, it's a good thing. But the question is, would that woman be willing to make the ultimate sacrifice, which is the submission, including everything you own and have?
Like all the money.
All the money, all the land, all the properties.
They'll come for you on this.
Everything. I'm serious. Because now we talk about your money is your money, my money is my money, your property is your property, my property. No, that's a whole level of division in marriage. Because, okay, let's see.
So what would you advise to a woman who is a breadwinner?
Okay, hold on. A lot of men would be willing to make that sacrifice and go and marry the love of their life, bring her into the house, say, this is your home, this is your key, enjoy the space, my thing is your thing, share wardrobe with me, share bed with me, share money with me. You know, you don't have a job, I don't care, you're not working, I don't care, I'll provide, I bring money, I buy food. You know, we have children, the man supports. But when it is in the turn of most women to make this kind of sacrifices, problem steps in. And this is as marriage counselors, these are problems that we've had to deal with over years with a lot of families. And it's not fair, it's not good. So if a woman would be willing, even when she's a breadwinner and providing for her family or providing for her friends or anybody, and she gets into marriage, honestly, if she can be willing to submit and say, Oga, you are now Lord over me and my properties.
Manage my account and manage me.
So manage my account and manage me. That's the appropriate thing to say. Do you understand? Like, okay, why would you say a person is my husband, but you know, reach for my property, you know, reach for my money? That's if is your property worth much more than you as a person?
It's because I think it's because of some behaviors that comes from men, side chicks issues. So a lot of women are insecure. Like,
yes, that
I might give the man my sweat and everything, and the man will run away with another woman. And
yes,
all of those so we would not pretend like we don't know all these things.
Now I would just make one statement. Do not marry a man you do not trust to that extent, especially if you've already made your own money. Do you understand? That's why a lot of African women, they are not mad. A lot of our mothers and great grandmothers, why they disturbed us, our age grades, the millennials, why they were disturbing us. Get married before you get a job. Do you remember that saying? A lot of grandmothers used to say, a lot of mothers used to say, no, you've graduated, bring your certificate, keep it, but wait, find a husband. Then when you now go to your husband's house, you can find any job you want. They are not mad from saying it. They know the consequences for a woman who is single and breadwinner. You understand?
You might end up with a gold digger.
The chances of you ending up with a male gold digger is high, extremely high. It is only few that are opportune and lucky and blessed to have made money
the right
and
choice.
still make a right choice. It does not come just like that. It does not come all the time.
Yeah.
So if you have the opportunity to get married to the person who you can actually trust with your life first, and then with your property.
So for those who are already married to these gold diggers, they should manage their accounts and manage themselves.
My question
but for those who are married to a sensible man, submit your accounts and yourself to your husband.
My question is, if you know that marrying you is me putting my whole life in your hands.
Exactly.
Do you understand? You marrying me means you putting your entire existence and your entire life into my hands.
That's deep.
And a lot of people don't understand this. Your money should be primary. Like your money should not be of any concern. I don't know if I'm saying it properly. Your money should be on the side. Your life, your head should come first. So if you trust a man enough to put your entire life, your entire head, your entire existence into his hands and into his trust, what is the money? What's the property? Where's the house? If you marry a man who will use you and do money ritual, when you've gathered money, how would you be alive to enjoy that money that you've made? Where would now be all those properties? So your life should be more important first before we talk about properties.
Exactly.
Before we talk about money, before we talk about contributing, making, training, putting this and that. And these are things that tear up home that makes me That breaks my heart. These are things that shouldn't. But it's a pity that in our generation, issues like this become aggravated.
Yeah, our generation needs to
become
be better.
really annoying, infuriating, and be as in. I miss those days when our forefathers would marry, even if they are living in a thatched house or a block house or whatever. They will still be happy together. Whether there's money or not, they will still be happy together. The woman will be like somebody like Sarita Boy now said, she made a statement and said, she does not encourage any wife to be an understanding wife. That's insulting. That's really disregard for our mothers, our great-grandparents, who made sacrifices to keep their homes, who made sacrifices to hold their families together. And it's a thing to celebrate and not a thing to curse or a thing to run away from. I don't know if you get my point.
Yeah.
Men of the days who made sacrifices to embrace their wives and give their wife everything they needed, provided for them in all ramifications.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know. What more can I say? So, but back to your question, I don't think leaving your husband or packing your bag and leaving your husband because he's keeping malice or keeping quiet is the best thing for any woman. Find why he's keeping quiet. Right. Find why he's keeping that malice. Find why it is taking that long and resolve that. Yeah. There is no smoke without fire. You're not a mad woman. You cannot just up in the morning and keep quiet and not talk to me for a whole day or 2 days or 3 days. There must be a reason. And if I already know the reason, there's no need me asking you. And if I don't ask you, it means I already know. But maybe I am just pretending not to know in order to hold up my I am right attitude or I am correct attitude.
That's
and a lot of people do that.
That's right.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
And it brings a lot of questions. And imagine, another thing is that Iyvone was pregnant at the moment.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Emotions.
Yes, emotions can run wild. You know, imagine that she left the house and, from leaving the house, according to what she said, she didn't come back again, and the man did not call her back.
Because the hormones, everything is
at play.
Yeah, exactly.
He could have just waited for the woman to get off the whole pregnancy hormones, and the whole postpartum session and seasons, and then if the wife
because a lot of things happens in this
during this period.
Season,
yes, it's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I've had a wife who was pregnant twice. I know how dramatic pregnant woman can be, but that's African pregnant women because they take the lawlessness into their hands. You understand? A pregnant woman in Africa can just up and do anything she likes and say, after I get belly, I will get away with it. Imagine going on the road and putting hand into people's food because you're hungry or having cravings, or slapping a man because he did not sell egg to you. These are things you do in Europe or America. Whether you're pregnant or not, the law does not care. The law would prosecute you and your pregnancy together. So that's just about it.